Hello, CNG 132. Welcome. Just got done grading all your items. Um, did have some feedback for a lot of the stuff. Let's go over here. For your papers, your essays, Purdue OWL, OWL. Just gonna make sure it pops up what I want it to pop up in my search. Okay, yeah, so it did. Um, Purdue, Purdew or DEOWL online writing lab. Um, Basically, a resource that shows you how to write APA style. Once again, um, this is not a writing class. You guys probably haven't even taken maybe English 120, 121. I'm just trying to get you used to writing this kind of scientific argumentative style uh, papers. Um, when you, let's see, can we go to, no, so we're clicking general format here. Um, you're gonna have your title page looking like this. Your title of your paper, your name, Front Range Community College, CNG 132. Um, oh, I'm not a doctor yet. Professor Lemos, and then you don't need not that one because it's the same thing. And then your abstract, and the abstract is just a paragraph of what your paper is about, and you can say within this paper there's going to be um, a prompt provided by Cengage's MindTap that has to do with whatever that week's topic is. I don't know this. Um, and this is what my paper is going to be about. Some keywords here. Maybe you put, maybe you did it on cybersecurity, focusing on social engineering, and then your last name. And that'll be your first two pages. And then on the inside, you're just going to start with your paper next, and sample APA paper. Oh no! But then you're just going to write your paper and go from there. At the end of your paper, you're going to have a reference page, and I don't see anything for that. I do see basic rules. Um, Definitely put in Cengage in there since we'll probably be copy pasting some of the Cengage material. Um, Make sure you put Cengage. I'm looking for the material, exactly information that I want. Um, it's going to list as the Cengage year, the article, and then the site, and then the URL. But once again, we're going to make mistakes because this is not an English class, this is not a writing class, this is not a, um, what else am I going to say? I'm just trying to get you guys to write a scientific paper, get in the habit of writing a scientific paper in case you start to go on to a four-year college or start going into English 120, 121. You already have an idea of how to do this, so you're off to a good start. More feedback was on the projects. So as you did the projects, oops, I want to click that one. I provide you with a Word document. Feel free to use this, and let me try to go on the other side. So those of you that don't have Word, the school provides Word for you. It used to be easy to see. There it is. Student Tools, Office 365. I clicked it. Sure. I don't even know my password for that student email anymore. Log in. Uh, hey. That one. Okay, so here we are. Word online. So if you don't have Word, here's your chance to use it online. basically you just take that document, upload it to here, and you're able to use it in this environment. You're able to make edits, and then you're able to save it, and then simply submit that within that document. Can I work on one? Those are all CNG 120s. Let's open this one. So here we have some sort of discussion I was working on. But once again, I did this in a browser, and then I must have been on my Mac. I did this in a browser, then downloaded, saved it, and then submitted it as just a file. Um, and you should do the same. When I give you the, let's go back to this. When I give you this paper, feel free to do the same. Some labs should look more like, and maybe this is going to help you guys to become more efficient too. OneDrive, what class is that? So I'm basically to make it just a little bit easier on yourself in the long run. Um, Here's one of my files. Feel free to put the pictures right in your Word document, right in that Word document, I should say. So if there's questions and prompts, feel free to make a snip. And basically, snip is on the bottom side. Hit your taskbar or hit the Windows Start key and hit snip, S-N-I-P. Should pop up the snipping tool, and then you're able to take pictures of what you're looking at. And then basically just insert picture and plug that in. From there, if you have any questions with that, it should be right below this, or your answer should be written out in close to the lines. Maybe you just want to delete the line and just put in your own answer. Once again, just taking that snip and placing it. Oh, that didn't work. I don't know what I just did. That's new to me. But placing that snip directly in the document is a great format. Let's see, and if I gave you the feedback of make sure to use the .docx file, that's what this is, a docx file. It's where I can see your answers easily and kind of look at specifically what your answer is pertaining to. Like when you say, or leave me feedback even when you say, hey, look, I couldn't get thumbscrew to work, and then you show me a picture, I'd be like, oh, okay, I see exactly what he's talking about. I have an idea. Remember, I'm not in the same context as you most of the time. I know the material. Just when I make this video, you could look at it Saturday. Um, so we're kind of we're relying on communication that's very in depth. So we get a very clear picture communicating, you and I. And that covers your projects. Other than that, looked good. Everything else looked good. Discussions. The essays looked good. Make sure you follow that APA. Once again, I'm not hammering you guys on any sort of grammar, punctuation, whatever, spelling, even APA. As long as you get close to APA, I mean, you still get all the points. Going into next week, I will start looking more for that APA style. So just sending me in one paper with like a huge block of words, probably get dinged for that. You'll probably still receive a C grade, but will not achieve that B or A unless you redo. All the assignments that I give you back, if you're missing points, take them back down, redo them, resubmit them. If I give you a 0, make sure to resubmit that. Make sure that the file you're submitting is a Word document. 90% of the time I'm on my Windows machine. I'm not on my Mac machine. I guess I could start a Mac machine, Mac virtual machine, but then that'd be just kind of opening up another can of worms most of the time. If you have any questions, reach out. Besides that, good work. Make sure you have the Kaplan rehearsal software. This week in week 4, we have our first test. With that test, you're allowed one chance simply by clicking the test. Should take you right there. You have one chance. It's 35 words, 35 questions. If you do receive a low score on it, that's okay, because then you have to adjust that score by rehearsing Kaplan. And that's my ways to help you guys get better scores on these tests. Once again, I know this course is difficult, but rehearsing Kaplan and preparing for the Security Plus certification, and showing me that you can at least achieve a 70% or better on that rehearsal software of Kaplan. Do I still have my Kaplan? I'm running out of more Kaplan stuff. So I have Network Plus still for until April 9th. But basically, when you get it, you just click the practice exam simulation, and you can run through the same quick quiz, you know, over and over and over until you achieve that score of 70% or better. Then you take a picture of it and you submit it during the last few weeks of school to say, hey, look, even though I may have failed test 1, 2, 3, 4, got a lot of scores, I studied my butt off preparing for Security Plus. Here's my proof. Can you adjust my scores, my test scores, please? And that's a good way to bring up your grade too, for this course. If you have any questions about Kaplan, make sure you reach out. This is a long check-in video. I'll cut it off here, but good work so far. Make sure to read those feedbacks on every assignment. Goodbye.